anyone who's been around horses for a while knows that occasionally sometimes things go sideways, and often that's because of an unexpected spook or a startle response on the part of the horse. And so it's one of those key mysteries about this animal that we interact with is how do we better predict their behavior. And myself and many of the researchers working in my group were fascinated with what might make one horse more predisposed to fear-related behaviors versus another that might be more stoic. So what are the steps in an experiment to measure spook in a horse? It's actually really complex. As a horse person, you know when it happens to you, but how do you measure that scientifically? We really focused our behavior test right on that startle reflex, that very first moment when they register that surprise and they're deciding whether that surprise is a potential predator over their shoulder or if it's something interesting and curious that needs to be investigated. So, first, we teach these baby horses to be comfortable wearing some of our scientific equipment. After we're confident that they understand how this game works, that they wear their little heart rate monitor and they come in and they work in front of a camera and they independently seek that feed pan, one day there's a surprise. And so we open an automatic umbrella that creates both an auditory and a visual surprise. After that, we just watch the science happen. So we record their videos, their behavior on videos, and their heart rate as it happens, and a whole bunch of other physiological variables so that we can start to categorize those horses based on those that received a surprise and interpreted as fear versus those that perceived a surprise and were quite comfortable with it. Research into the genetics of the startle reflex can help us develop things like genetic tools, and genetic tools and tests not only tell us a little bit about how the brain of a horse develops and how the chemistry of the brain helps to control these types of behaviors, but it also gives us a test so that we can, right from day one when that foal is born, maybe a little bit better predict what their temperament is like. The way a horse develops through their training is unique, and it sometimes takes decades of experience to learn how to predict that. Any scientific tool that we can use that can better target the right horse to the right job, to the right trainer, earlier on is going to help the bottom line of the horse industry to be able to operate more efficiently and in a more economically sustainable way.